as we continue on the mini-series of the Wrecking Crew Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So, we're on Bulldozer next. This shouldn't take too long. I'm trying to get through these ASAP because again there's a lot of Marvel requests. To be fair, there's a lot of requests in general, but I try my best to get through all these. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains Custom Builds, and here again another awesome exciting LEGO custom, and today moving on to the next member of the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Wrecking Crew is of course Bulldozer. So let's go inside and do this one. Again, all these appearances are different from their comic book version in some way, shape or form. The difference here on, well, I didn't mention this last video, but the difference here on Wrecker, he had a black belt and he had like a buttoned up torso. I think it was a buttoned up torso. There were some buttons there, but it was buttoned in the way like Dr. Poison. And those type of torsos are all feminine mold. The only other option there is Orion if you want to go that approach. But this one I feel like works better for that simple iconic belt there. That's just me. Moving on though to Bulldozer, his difference is his color palette. He's more of an orangish color than a desert camo from his comic book counterpart. So this is going to have more of a difference compared to the other one. So let me just get up his image. And we'll get started. So where is it at? There we go. So start things off with his helmet, which is going to be the same how I did it on the comic book version. So Knight's helmet, light grey, and then onto the head itself. This is going to be different. He's got just the eyes showing, so how is one going to do that? Now what you're supposed to do is use the human eyes, but we need to cover up the mouth there too. We just want the eyes showing. I don't think there's a mask like that, so I may have to use a old alteration. That's 36, light grey for the head. We're going to come on out now, go to presets, just to look for a head with just eye holes in it. I don't think we have one of those, but still I'm going to look. Let's see. Just eye holes. Don't see anything. So we're going to probably have to keep this look going on. Yep, we do. And then from there to the attachment. He's like the only character I would see as a big fig out of the four of them. Light grey for this piece here. And then onto... Well, actually, no, I take that back. This guy doesn't have a... Well, he does have... He is bulky. Only it's not light grey anymore. It's like this... It's the new colour, which is the orangish, yellowish colour. So that's what we're going to have. I'm still going to keep the upper lip piece, though, because, again, I would see him as a big fig. Arms are going to be sleeved arms. Top section is the that orangish colour, and the lower section is the light grey. Or actually, is it black? No, it's black. So, black for his gloves. Like so. Torso is of course that yellow body with a belt in there as well. There's also a line going straight down from the center. I'm not sure if I can do that, but we're going to try and look at the presets first before going into our final option. So we're looking for a belt with a light grey line in the center of the chest, and then has a grey belt with it. I don't think we have that, but again, I'm still going to try looking for this piece. Again, Orion is close, but it's not the right color palette. If we can't find it, we're going to have to improvise, and look about that might be the case. Catwoman does match, but it's feminine mold. Looks like we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Custom body, Bane belt, orange for that chest, and of course light grey for that belt there. Moving on to his hip piece, that's also that orange color as well. I believe it's Booster Gold or Parademon will work well for this, so look at one of those. I always go for Parademon myself. Leg section, boot legs, top section, that orange color, and lower section is the black boots there. There we go. That's how Bulldozer looks in the show. Well, not full on the money, but close enough. Remove the weapon, of course. He's more of a charging character, like Rhino or Juggernaut. Now onto the animation, orange heart, standard health, voice, I want to say a 1, target module, stars, basic speed, animation, strong character, and then onto the abilities. Tap square for the fighting, lunge attack is going to be a 3 for a big fig, tap circle is going to be, let's see, a yell or a slam down attack for an explosive attack. So a 3 there, and onto the effect, that will be a 4. So there's our explosive attack, and as for what type of explosion it would be, it's going to be a silver explosion on mine. So there we have that. Moving on to the hold circle button, that's going to be a rage mode. Number 1 or 3 will work. I will go for 1, but you can also go for a 3 as well, they work as just as good. X button, that's going to be a hyper jump for my big character, and a double jump mechanic number 1. Moving on from that, going to the skill set, that's going to be wall climbing, super strength abilities, scroll on down, goon command, tracking. I wouldn't say stealth, illumination to a certain degree. If you want to throw that in there, you can. Graffiti, definitely. And that's about it. Basic information, villain character, Legion of Doom, save, and there we have Bulldozer finally done. Right, that's 2 members of the 4 done of the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes of the Wrecking Crew. Let's look at the chat real quick. We've got Super, he says hi, make Green Goblin from Ultimate, already done that character. Just take a look at it, just type it in, you'll find it. So outside we go, showing off the abilities, and that is the 2nd member done. Do you prefer DC or MCU? Out of those 2, well, it all depends. If we're talking about DC's movies, like the DC EU, then I would prefer the MCU. But if we're talking about just DC in the comic book world versus the MCU, I want to say the DC comics because I just prefer that. That's just me. But the MCU is great too in its own right. They've done so much good. To be fair, they've done also a few things bad, but they've found their stride. Tap square for the fighting, hold square lunge attack, tap circle slam attack, hold circle is the charge action. Of course you have the double jump as well as a hyper jump, because I always see this guy as a big type character. If I had him, if he was in a Marvel game, he would be a big fig in my opinion amongst the Wrecking Crew. I don't think the other 3 members will be big figs like him, just for a bit of variety. I think if you're going to make one of them a big fig, it would be Bulldozer, because again the name sounds like a big fig type thing. The Wrecker, you could make him big figs, but I would prefer like 3 of them small, 1 big. That's just how I do it. Just a bit of a variety on the team members. But yeah, that'll be all from me, guys. I'll see you guys next video. I'll be doing Pile Driver of Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and then we'll wrapping it up with Thunderball. Stay tuned for those. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.